Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Alan Wake 2. The Federal Bureau of Control has taken over the investigation, which is great because, it's paranormal stuff. Bad because Casey is MIA and it'd be good to find him, make sure he's safe. And also find out what the hell they think is going on. We've still got the clicker. We haven't given that to the FBC. And while we may be off the case has been taken away from us, we can at least go and see family. So if I pull up the map very quickly, we are here in the Bunker Woods. What I'd like to do is I'd like to head back down towards the Elderwood Palace. And there's a cult stash just outside, which we might not be able to access right at this moment. But I want to explore this whole area. Can we actually go down here? No, we can't. But we need to kind of be going this way, I think. Excuse me. It might not be possible for us to actually get back nicely. Ah, there we go. We can hop down. That is quite the hop down, but it certainly works. And that is heading in the right direction. So Alan Wake came this way previously. He's already opened that, looted things a little bit. Is this all going to be closed off, or... No, it's open. So the question... We can't get through there. Can we go through, or is it all barricaded? Well, we can make it to the break room. Oh, this looks like it's been cleared up quite nicely. Okay.
You didn't look at the seance.
No, I mean, yes. I didn't get any kind of blood.
And exactly where were you when the attack was in progress?
Well, when
He
I
ran.
and things,
That's what people do. There's no shame in staying alive. Okay, so there's a cult stash somewhere around
Another
here.
cult stash?
There it is. Let's have a look. Oh, this one... There's a code. Oh, wrong button. There we go. Fear the dark, fear the woods. Well, that's pretty solid advice, I'd say. We can put that on our case board.
Torrin Odin might know something about the clicker. With Wake out of reach, this is my best lead.
Okay. So what do Torrin or Odin know about the clicker? That is, I guess, our current case file. We've got the Cult of the Tree. We've got more things to add in over here. Elmo Costello attacked Wake while wearing a deer mask. We could possibly put that in the Elmo and Costello section. Right, the cult tried to kill Alan Wake, which is a surprise. So maybe in cult goals? Yeah, why do they want to kill Wake? That is a good question. And these are for later, so we can't do anything with those just yet. So that cult stash has been done. There is another one behind the bolt cutters area which we can't get to. That's also bolt cutters we can't get to. The Oh Dear Diner has a screwdriver door that we could pop to. So let's head over that way. We might have already done it. It's been a while since we were in Bright Falls, so I don't
They all
actively
flew away.
remember.
Into the skies.
Luckily, the Oh Dear Diner is pretty close by. We're going to want to keep our eyes peeled for more cult symbols. Okay, in the Oh Dear Diner. Is it this door? Right, screwdriver. They won't mind us breaking in. We're FBI. Clearly a whole bunch of Deerfest props. Dear Diary. Oh, this is Rose's diary! Alan contacted me again today. There was a message for me hidden in the newspaper. He wanted to make sure I was ready for his... Oh no! I was ready for his arrival. What a silly thing to even ask. Of course I'm ready. Duh, Alan. Oh, and Norman got into the dry date apricots at work again. I swear we'll have to fumigate the place. Dear Diary, some guy at the diner got mad that I brought him a piece of cherry pie and demanded a free piece of apple, but he totally ordered cherry. And when I pointed out that he already took like 2 bites of the cherry, he said he thought it was apple. Apple pie and cherry pie do not look the same. I told him he could order another piece, but he'd have to pay for it, and he got so mad, started screaming about leaving me a bad review, like I care about reviews. Anyway, I took away his pie and told him babies shouldn't be eating sweets. He shouted a bit and then left. Some people. Dear Diary, Cynthia's been acting up lately. I think she's turning into a you-know-what. Lots of you-know-whats popping up lately. I'll keep an eye on it. If things get out of hand, I can always get out the rifle. I'm sure Alan would appreciate me keeping the place safe. I wonder if Rose has been accidentally helping Scratch. But still, like, she's clearly paying attention to the Taken. I don't think there's anything else for us in here. There is another locked door that I think is going to be a key door, but we'll...
It doesn't budge.
That makes sense. Hang on. Is that the sound of someone inside? Someone being held hostage? Oh no. No, it's the sound's coming from in here. It's cleaning. That's fine. For a second, that was a little worrying. Okay. So, Oh Dear Diner is all done. Let's have a look and see if there's anything else we can access. We don't have bolt cutters, so we can't get in there. That's a locked door. That's bolt cutters. So I think we are heading back to Bunker Woods. Just before we go back through the field office, we'll check that locked door just to see if it gives us any hints. We might have a key for it. I don't think so, but there's always the chance. But this,
To find my
yeah,
friends again.
this place has clearly been through the ringer a bit. Is it just not openable from either side? Yeah. Actually, that's inside. Let's see if we can tell anything when we get in there. there's always the chance.
Hello?
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 I can't force it open.
Maybe she's just looking for survivors. I'm pretty certain we've been through here before, but there is another page on the ground that we hadn't seen, so we'll check things just in case. Ed returns to Cauldron Lake. Let's listen to this.
Ed hadn't been the same since his latest show had closed. This wasn't the first time one of his productions had shuttered early. Scathing social commentary in a one-act play wasn't exactly filling seats. When Tammy told him she was taking a research trip to Bright Falls, he decided to tag along. Ed told her he wanted to find inspiration. Really, he just wanted a break from the city. But it was true that he certainly needed to find something.
Find inspiration
A voice,
from
a direction, an idea, something authentic to
the
himself.
place that Alan Wake
Ed knew he
disappeared.
couldn't keep using Tammy's money to fund his playwriting. After the argument with Tammy, Ed stormed out of the diner and drove their rental car back to Cauldron Lake to prove a point. Now standing in the dark woods, the sun hidden by the trees, Ed wished he could remember what that point was. Something about masculinity.
Something
He
about
cursed at himself and turned to
masculinity.
go. Suddenly, he was blinded by a light in his face. Voices shouted and hands pushed him to the ground. Ed struggled in vain.
Now, the question is that the FBC or is that the cult of the tree? We've got another manuscript page. There's a lot in this room. Tammy rides the ferry. Yeah, so this is like really digging into the heart of Return.
Tammy tapped her pen on her notebook. Alan Wake had ridden this same ferry into town when he arrived. This was his entry into Bright Falls. His first steps across the threshold. She wrote that down. She always found it helpful to walk in the victim's shoes, do what they did, see what they saw. It added great color to the book. Tammy felt raindrops on her face. God, again? She pulled up her hood. The rain just kept coming. She missed New York. So far, this hadn't been the simple research trip she pictured.
Well,
First
things
the
never
incident at the lake,
never
then
are.
the fight with Ed. It's not surprising tempers got hot. They were both on edge after what had happened. Tammy had said some things she regretted. She looked out over the harbor. A chill passed through her. She hoped Ed wouldn't do anything stupid.
Well, it's very interesting seeing how those are coming together. So in the profiling, I think that was the Bookers. We don't have anything new in profiling that we can do. So let's carry on looking at this room. What have we got here? So this is Ed's notes. Tammy didn't want me to come, I can tell. Not like this trip is even helping. I thought getting out to the city would inspire me, but Bright Falls is just a bunch of trees and empty storefronts. I need to find something. I'm tired of writing one-act plays about how shitty the world is. I thought scathing social commentary would make me feel like a real artist, but I don't know. It's not me. I want to write something weird. Something really out there. Something authentic. But what? Maybe an episode of Night Springs? Fuck this town. I don't even want to get into what happened last night. It's weird though. Sitting here in the hotel room, some pieces are starting to fall together. An idea for a new play. A space cult. Burning down the galaxy in some misguided search for... to be decided. A lone man, an artist, wandering the stars until his destiny puts him straight in the cult's path. All black cast, musical, rock opera. I'd watch it. Nothing in the bathroom. But the fact that we could get in there at all is interesting because you don't get a lot of detail in that, and I wonder if there's any other locations that have opened up, like the sheriff's station. We're kind of going to need to check each of the rooms. just in case there's any other pages that have opened up. Door on the left, door on the right. Pretty certain we've been into these rooms previously. Okay, let's head out the back. We're not going to go to the sheriff station. Let's just save our progress. It's clear that they've done some cleaning. But there is... I mean, there's still potentially evidence here. Not seeing anything obvious. And then this is just back to the main lobby area. Okay. Let's head out the back. So that was going to be through the kitchen, I think it was. Yeah, through the kitchen. We went round this little side area with Wake, but there may be stuff for Saga to find separately. And when we get to the woods themselves, there's potentially going to be lunchboxes and all kinds. Let's have a very quick look at the mine place. On the weapon upgrades, we've got 13 pages. Not enough for that. We could upgrade our pistol. Interesting for the crossbow. What else could we save up for? Increased damage straight to rock. That's maybe. Auto fire is not very useful. I think the headshot is going to be the
Saga
best
was sure
upgrade.
She hit the Taken in the head, but had not even slowed the monster down. She took aim and fired again. Another headshot. This time, the Taken staggered.
Cool. Upgrades sorted. Let's switch case over to the lunch boxes. So in Bright Falls, there is supposedly loads, potentially over towards the main woods area, which is where we're heading to. So let's have a look and see what we can find. Yeah, it's definitely not going to be able to get past that chain and padlock. Alright, we want to explore this area logically. So it looks like the path splits in two directions, left and right. Let's swing left first. Try and cover as much of the ground as possible. There's also possibly more cult stashes around, but that's a little interesting. We can see past the bolt cutter gate. That is flooded, so there is no reason for us to try and get into the boatyard just yet. With 23 shotgun shells, I think it's smart that we keep that out. Oh yeah, this whole area is flooded off, isn't it? Can we go into the water a little way, but not really? So where does this bring us to? Yeah, that's just all marked off as covered in water now. That's good. So it gives us an idea of our zone of influence and exploration. Just check up this middle bluff. And back down towards the light. Okay. If we explore up in the top bits just to check for any oddities. I don't know if we can actually climb up this. Doesn't feel like it. So that's a no-go in terms of accessibility. Which is kind of what we were expecting. Although this does actually lead us around, it doesn't let us climb it. And this little nook doesn't really go anywhere. It's not going to let us pop up. No. Okay, follow the path for the moment then. Once at this path, we'll swing down the bottom, check that out, come back around and do the top bunker woods. If there are any lunchboxes down there, they are clearly underwater. Interesting, that's blocking us moving further. Probably just a little rock outcropping or something. Where does this go? Anything down here? It does kind of swing round a little, but it doesn't go anywhere in particular. How about on this little side? Nice little waterfall. And of course the bridge going over. Let's back up a little bit. And we'll explore that northern side like I mentioned. Alright, it sounds like Kobold fancies a snack. Well, he's going to have to wait a little bit. What have we got? We've got Valhalla Nursing Home over that way, as expected. So, up here, hang a right, and just check this top area. So this is where we started off. This is the one that had the drop down. And it doesn't look like we've got anything specifically to find. Can't go up there. So I think it's just straight over the bridge. Oh, or we get a phone
Hello?
call.
Saga, it's Tor, your grandfather. About time you were coming to visit, kiddo.
How did you know I was coming to see you?
Never mind that. We have bigger problems.
Bigger problems.
Oh, fuck! Fuck you, you fucking hag! Fuck!
That doesn't sound good.
Shit. Something is off at that nursing home.
Something is off for certain. Okay, we've got a page on the side. Let's grab that. The history of the Valhalla nursing home. Alright, let's listen.
The Valhalla Nursing Home, founded in 2014 for Odin and Tor Anderson of the Old Gods of Asgard fame, for their twilight years. Built after the Return Comeback Tour, flip-flopped to be their farewell tour, cut short.
No, that's a shame.
As their agent, Barry Wheeler had managed to coax a few hit songs out of them before that. Balance Lays the Demon, a couple of others. The old men rocked like their namesakes. The backstage parties got out of hand. The air was thick with smoke. Wheeler squinted. His migraine flared, booze and drugs. A rock and roll cliche. They ran off after every gig. Wheeler had security track them down to the craziest after parties.
Clearly, they were a lot of a lot to deal with. Okay, so we're on to return 5. So we're missing return 4 in terms of manuscript pages. That's kind of interesting in itself. All right, where is the shoebox? Let's stick some stuff away. We don't need that. We don't need 4 flares. So we can put those down. The rest is probably fine to hold on to. There we go. We've got a full line of inventory space. We don't need to shift back to Alan Wake's universe. Let's pull up the map. It looks like there's a cult stash down to the south. And these are all marked because we found that indicator. So let's head up to the one to the north, and then we'll swing down to the one to the south. In fact, the sun has come round, so I'm just going to pull down my blind in the room. There we go, I can see a little bit better now. Because if we're going to be fighting wolves or cultists, I want to see what's going on. We've got a couple of bolts. Let's use the bolts before the shotgun. Given the amount of experiments in paranatural events around here, we could probably blame the FBC for actively encouraging these issues.
Oh, another rhyme.
Right, if it's another rhyme, we're going to get the shotgun out because we tend to find more wolves than cultists when that happens. Can we collect any of these? No, but we've got like kids' toys and stuff staging in the area. So, what is this rhyme? Mother, may I go outside? May I run and play? I say to you, my daughter dear, go outside and play, but only in the light of day and only round the trees so grown. Never near the lake, my child, and never may you drown. Okay. So I think we're going to need the daughter over there. And then I suppose we would be picking up the daughter and putting her down there. Maybe the mother goes over here.
Nope.
Okay, let's try the other way around. So child over here.
Doesn't look right.
Do we have something that might indicate drowning? Perhaps the
That's
trickster?
not right.
Oh, the mother's in the house, perhaps.
Makes sense.
There we go. Cool. So that's going to have done something. We'll grab these. Keep the shotgun ready. And the main reason we came up here is the cultist stash. Which is just a little bit ahead of us. Okay. I will check around the edge of this just in case there's the charm. Don't see it. I wish this shotgun held 3 shells. Or more. It looks like the children's toys are kind of like being a trail going this way. No! Bad doggo. Was that the only one? Right, there is a charm down below. I see it. And there is the cultist stash. So we'll do the cultist
Another
stash.
old box.
Let's see what this one is. It's another code one. There we go. Nice and easy. The cult of the tree sees everything. Well, they can watch me taking their stuff then. Get the old crossbow out. Might be a little dangerous, but we do have a safe space just ahead.
A charm for my bracelet.
Okay, let's head into the cabin quickly, and we'll put our stuff on the board. So, first things first, shoebox. What's this charm? It's another coffee mug charm. Cool, we can put that with the others. In fact, we'll put them down there. So those are our extra lives. We don't need... Well, we should have a full... We don't need a full med kit. If I'm not completely messing everything up, we should be fine without it. So I think that's fine in terms of inventory. Onto the case board. So we have the Anderson brothers. There's the phone call that's coming. It's always going to tell me something, and then, you know, he was yelling and the call got cut off. Then we've got the cult stashes, because we just found another one. So Bright Falls area. And the one in front of the lodge. And then we have the nursery rhymes. Doesn't look like there's going to be as many here, but there's still a fair few. There's one more at Watery, one more bit of information about who made them, a couple more at Cauldron Lake, and one more strange doll to find before that collection is finished. Awesome. Right, let's check the deer. Don't know if it'll tell us how many we're needing for this. No, it's not going to give us an indicator. But there is still probably more to be found. So we've done the stash to the north. Let's head down and round and try and grab that stash, and we'll just check this area. So we're kind of doing a left wall hug as we go around this. Missed it with the second shot. Ah, just a bit too high. That got it. Luckily, we only took a minor scuffing. Right, get the crossbow back out. Ranger cabin is just off to the left. Ooh. Potentially got a lunchbox up here. Let's just grab that quickly.
Another one of those lunch
Here we
boxes.
go. Right. Just then, I suddenly slammed into something. Felt like a sturdy, well-built brick wall. I almost fell, but a strong arm grabbed me by the waist. I hardly knew what was happening. A voice reached through my confused, frightened haze like an outstretched hand. A gruff, manly voice. The deep, reassuring voice reassured me. Don't you worry, miss. I've got this. I looked up just in time to see the monster barreling through the forest at us, and just then a blast. The monster went down like an elderly person who'd lost their cane. I looked up at my saviour and saw a handsome face with a dark hair. He wore a stylish tweed jacket and held a smoking pistol. Looks like I got here just in time, he said. He smiled at me and my heart fluttered like a bird. I'll say, I thought to myself. Okay, 7 more manuscript fragments and some absolutely terrible writing by Rose. Let's carry on exploring the area. So, yeah, we want to really hang left along this bit. Can we actually just go down this? Ooh. Let's try and find out. Or have I turned too far? I've turned too far. There's the little slip of a path. And we want to explore this area properly. So let's go all around. And we know that there's stash here, so we'll grab that while we're in the area. What does this say? There are 200 total vehicles in a factory consisting of bicycles and cars. Each car has 4 wheels and each bicycle has 2 wheels. There are a total of 754 wheels in the factory. How many cars are in the factory? I mean, it could be quite a lot. So we've got 4A plus 2B equals 754, and we need A. When A plus B, I'm gonna need to do some working on this. Okay. So 4A plus 2B equals 754. A plus B equals 200. So 2A plus 2B equals 400. Which means 2A equals 354. Which means A equals 177, I think. Yeah, there we go. We need to go bigger, more stick symbols, more graffiti. I want people pissing their pants when they think about going to the woods. Spread the word. Alright, well, we'll grab the stuff from the stash and carry on exploring the area down here. Looks like we have another little box. Plenty more flares. We're gonna have to head back and drop some stuff in the break room, in the cabin. Doesn't look like any further lunch boxes though, but this area does have another path that's underwater. I see, yeah, that's gonna head into the boatyard. Okay, well, for the moment, we'll just check around the other little nook, and then we'll head back to the cabin, I think. Just to make sure that there's not any additional lunch boxes in the area. So over here we have someone's campsite. Anything to grab in that? No. Is that something coming through the trees?
We watch in the night.
Oh, jeez. They can come through the water, right. That's not great. Let's head back before we head on. So mostly I wanted to check this little bit, just to make sure that there wasn't something there. I'll pop into the map very quickly. Yeah, that's kind of this side that I wanted to see. We've not thoroughly checked up here. We just grabbed the lunchbox and that was it. But I think that is all there is. And then up that direction, that was... Oh, we've not actually been up here. That will be the Valhalla Nursing Home. And I think that's signposted, yeah. So that's where the game wants us to go. Little cave. Okay, let's get back to the cabin and we'll drop stuff. Can't go that way. Got to go down and round. We'll drop stuff in the shoebox so we've got a little bit more space in the inventory. Don't like the fact that they're right there, but that's going to be a problem for another time. Oh yeah, they are definitely going to be a problem next time. only we had some flashbangs. Right. Flares can come out. Well, maybe we don't need flashbangs. Maybe a propane tank would work. Yeah, let's have the propane tanks. So, if we... Can we equip these? Maybe not in this. Also, we've got rifle ammo, but we don't have a rifle yet. And I'll put this on a quick slot. Let's put this over on 3. So we'll try using one of those. But the rifle ammo, I think we'll leave that behind for right now, because it's just taking up space, and without a rifle, that's not going to be useful to us. And next time, we'll try using a propane tank on these fools. But that is going to be it for this episode. So thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. As always, if you have, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Alan Wake 2. See you soon.